case, let's examine what's going to be the bull run and the bear case scenario for MicroStrategy in 2026. Now let's start with the first case, which is the bull case scenario for MicroStrategy, right? So this is a scenario that assumes that Bitcoin price rises strongly, probably maybe to above the recent all-time high or further above towards $150,000 a month. So here's what this would mean for MicroStrategy. Okay, if Bitcoin price increases in value, so will MicroStrategy holdings become far more valuable, and as the value of MicroStrategy Bitcoin holdings becomes far more valuable, MicroStrategy will begin to trade at a premium compared to the actual Bitcoin that it holds. And then using that premium, MicroStrategy can issue new shares at higher prices and use the capital to pay off existing debt, which will as well reduce the company dividend obligations. And so because less debt would mean fewer fixed payments and more Bitcoin would mean more net asset value. This is why investors view MicroStrategy as a high growth Bitcoin stock, because in a bullish environment, shares of MicroStrategy will rise even faster than Bitcoin price itself, like a supercharged Bitcoin ETF. Now let's consider what could happen in a bear case scenario that could harm MicroStrategy in 2026. Taking the assumption, the scenario that in 2026 Bitcoin price targeting to drop more than 20 or 30%. Here's how this could hurt MicroStrategy. First of all, a falling Bitcoin price will mean that MicroStrategy Bitcoin holdings will lose value, shrinking its total asset. At the same time, MicroStrategy's stock price will start trading below the value of Bitcoin that it holds, and this is called a net asset value discount. So when this happens, issuing new stock is going to become more damaging because shares will be sold at a discount to asset value, while the company still has to pay fixed dividend and interest on debt. That pressure is going to force MicroStrategy to sell Bitcoins in order to meet obligations of investors, and this is going to hurt MicroStrategy long-term thesis. So it's never sell philosophy. So in this scenario, MicroStrategy is going to turn from a hero to a warning example of stuck in a trap of failing value and rising pressure.